Hello students, let's start today's topic, principle of continuity. We are continuing the chapter flow of fluids. Principle of continuity says that when an incompressible and non-viscous liquid is flowing through a tube of non-uniform cross-section, then the product of area of cross-section and velocity of the fluid is always constant. Okay, let us consider this is a tube. At the point X, the area of cross section is A1, and the point Y, the area of cross section is A2, and the velocity at this point X in this cross section is V1, and here it is V2. So according to the law principle of continuity, we can say that A into V is a constant, means A1 V1 equals to A2 V2. A1 V1, the product of area and velocity here will be equal to product of area and velocity here and also at any other point. So this is the formula for principle of continuity. Now we are going to study about the different types of energy of a flowing fluid. See, what are the different energies a flowing fluid has? First is the pressure energy. If P is the pressure on an area of A of a liquid, then at distance L, then pressure energy is equal to work done. Pressure energy is equal to work done. Work done we know is equal to what? Force into distance. Now what is force? Pressure into area, because pressure is force in pi area, so force is pressure into area into distance. So we will have PAL. Now this A into L is volume. So pressure energy per unit volume, so we are dividing this by AL. So this AL cancelled and this is P. So pressure energy per unit volume is P. Now kinetic energy, we know all of you that kinetic energy is half mv square. But per unit volume we are dividing it by volume. So mass by volume is what? Is density. So this formula becomes half rho v square. And similarly potential energy we know is mgh. The potential energy per unit volume, again mass by volume, this density, and we will get rho gh. So this is the potential energy. Now Bernoulli's theorem. When an incompressible and non-viscous liquid flows in a streamline motion from a point to the other, then at every point the total energy per unit volume, means total energy per unit volume is constant. So what is Bernoulli's theorem? That whenever, suppose a liquid is flowing through a non-uniform pipe, okay, then the total energy of the liquid, total energy per unit volume, that is the kinetic energy, potential energy and pressure energy. These three energy, the sum of these three energy is always a constant. So P plus half rho v square plus rho gh is equal to constant. So this is the formula for Bernoulli's theorem. Okay, now Bernoulli's theorem, so this is the formula for P plus half rho v square plus rho gh is equal to constant. Okay, so this is the formula for Bernoulli's theorem. Acha. Now application based on Bernoulli's theorem. Now there are some applications based on Venturi meter. First is the Venturi meter. What is actually Venturi meter? See, suppose water is flowing through a liquid, through a pipe. Water is flowing through a pipe. Then this is a device by which we can measure the quantity of water flowing per second. Okay, so by which we can know the rate of flow of water. So Venturi meter is a device based on Bernoulli's theorem by which we can know the rate of flow of water in a liquid, in a tube. Okay, so see, here we are having one pipe with two different uniform cross section, Suppose here the area is A1 and the pipe speed velocity of water is V1, and here the area is A2 and the velocity is V2. And suppose these two manometers show a difference in water level of H. H is the difference in water level that we can calculate. Okay, now, so from, if we, this derivation is not so important. So you can find that Q is equal to Q. Q is what? Quantity of water flowing per second is equal to A1 A2 under root 2GH by A1 square minus A2 square. Okay. Anyway, I'll show the proof in the live class. A1 A2 under root 2GH by A1 square minus A2 square. Okay. So A1 square, what is A1? The area of cross section of the bigger part. A2 is the area of cross section of the smaller part. H is the difference in height, and we are getting this formula. Q is equal to A1 A2 under root 2GH by A1 square minus A2 square. Okay. Now, shape of wings of aeroplane. Now some application, more applications. See, where keep in mind what is the concept, that wherever the pressure is more, the velocity will be wherever the velocity is more, the pressure will be less, and where the velocity is less, the pressure will be more. This is the main application of Bernoulli's theorem. See, so here you can see this is a wing of the aeroplane. From the top side, the air pressure is high, and from the bottom side, the air pressure is low. Air speed is high, air velocity is high, and here the velocity is low. So the speed of air, the velocity of air on the top of the wing is more and the bottom is less. So here the pressure will be less and here pressure will be more. This will give an uplift to the wings. Okay. This is the same thing that we have applied in the blowing off the roof of a tin roof in windstorm. Okay, it generally happens during the storm, okay, cyclone, such things we often hear. Why it is so? Because see, when the wind is blowing over the tin roof, so due to huge velocity of wind, there is a low pressure. But inside the room, the pressure is high. So this difference in pressure causes the wind to tin roof to blow away. There are some other examples, and you can see from here. So Magnus effect. See, Magnus effect is what is related to the spinning of the ball. So Magnus effect is related to the spinning of the ball. When the ball spins, then it does not go straight, it swings. What is the reason that's swinging? To see, when the ball is swinging, then the direction of air, speed of air on two sides is different, and due to this, the air which has more pressure on one side pushes the ball towards the other side, and this is called the Magnus effect. And now we have come to the last part of the chapter. See, velocity of efflux. Suppose we have a tube here, a tank here, can containing water, and from a h height below, from a height h from the surface of water, a hole or orifice is done. So from this hole, water is coming out. Now what is the speed of water, what is the velocity of the water coming out from the orifice is given by this formula. How derivation we have done? See, we have applied the concept of Bernoulli's theorem. Pressure at the top is equal to pressure at this point. Okay, so pressure at here is pressure at this point on the surface is equal to pressure at this point. Not pressure, total energy. Total energy at the surface. By Bernoulli's theorem, total energy at any point is same. The total energy at the surface is equal to total energy at this point. So P, pressure energy, as the liquid on the surface is at rest, so kinetic energy is 0, and rho GH, this is the pressure energy, potential energy, is equal to, this is of this point, and from here we are getting P plus half rho V square plus rho G H minus H. So from, if we do this calculation, we will get V equal to under root 2GH. Okay, so this is the formula for V. Acha. So this gives us the formula for V. Okay students, so see the video and read the chapter and try to do, and we'll do the numericals in the next class, in the live class. Have a nice day.